Answer. I'm not making this up. Cambridge University in England is researching this. Apparently, they get the trained dog. The guy bends over. The dog sniffs the guy, and the dog then barks if there's a problem, and the doctor can diagnose it. Of course, the hard part is getting the rubber glove over the dog's nose.
See Wonder Bearings and Seals. See Dave and the team at
And you hope to go on to bigger and better things?
Yeah.
Actually, I had one of my greatest pleasures when I was working at the Road 4AK. I had Steady Eddie came in and hosted a breakfast program called The God. That was funny. He's an hilarious.
I met Steady.
Yeah, he's a great guy. Yeah. 4WK, it is 1:13. Last Thursday, Bonamici's, they held the Funny Bones comedy stand-up competition, and the winner is in the studio, Aaron Ducker. Good afternoon, Aaron. How are you?
Hey, how you going?
Mate, how was it good being a stand-up? Do you enjoy it?
Yeah, it's decent. Yeah, pay's not good, but yeah.
Now listen, the idea is, I gather, of this is to try and encourage people to get in, to get involved in stand-up and come along, have a bit of a go. Were there many people there?
Yeah, well, we got about 7 acts, but we need to get more word out there. We're gonna get the word out there, and then we can get more acts because there's got to be more than 7 people in Toowoomba who want to do fun stuff.
A regular thing, is it?
Yeah, hopefully we're going to do it every year.
Every year, yep. How about every month? That's what you should do.
Yeah, we should set up something.
About 12 a year, something like that. Because you never know, I might get bored and come along and do a bit of a stand-up routine. I can drop the odd joke. So now I've got to ask what the prizes are.
Well, I won a folder that says First on it, and
That's very good. Yeah,
I won hours tutoring with Mark Gladman, who I already know. So we're just going to sit around and say funny stuff and talk about how funny we are.
Which is a self-admiration society. Yeah. So obviously it's good. Was the standard of people there good?
Yeah, we had a pretty broad standard. There was some that kind of crashed, and some that went up to massive heights.
Yeah, like me. You can tell when you crash when the audience sits there and you can hear the crickets outside. That's a really good sign that your jokes are bad, Just like that one.
Yeah.
So how did your routine go? Obviously you won.
Yeah, I got laughs all the way through. And I stuffed at one joke, so I'm like, oh, screwed that one up, and everyone laughed at that anyway. So
well, there you go. Yeah, you got to laugh at yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, so give us an example of some of your material.
Okay, here's some of my material. My cat recently gave birth, so I think she must be a Scientologist because she made no noise giving birth. And I was freaking out because I've never given birth before, so I'm thinking. So I tried to call my mum on my mobile phone, and I'm just pushing buttons, and I ended up calling the pizza shop, and they said if it's not delivered within an hour, then my next Pepsi is free. And I once dated a blind girl,
yes.
and it went all right until she said we should start seeing other people. I think that's a bit optimistic. And you know how everyone takes their girlfriend to the movies? Mm-hmm. I took my girlfriend down to Retrovision, and we watched TV there. Because I wasn't rich. And she said, let's go somewhere different, so I took her down to Harvey Norman, and we watched TV there. And she just broke up with me, and told me and you girls came up to me the other day, she said, are you seeing anyone? I said, how do you know about my psychiatry appointments? She said, no, I meant, yeah.
Very good. Okay. Well done, Aaron, and I hope you go on to bigger and better things. Obviously, this is something that's dear to your heart, and you want to go on and be another Jerry Seinfeld.
Yeah, more like a Dave Hughesy kind of. Will Anderson.
Who's your hero as far as stand-up's concerned?
Hughesy, Will Anderson, Carl Barron, all the big Australian
Carl
ones.
Barron is great. He's one of my very favourites. Yeah. And so Will Anderson, what a talent! Yeah,
he's just on speed.
Yeah. What about Rove?
Rove.
I don't get his sense of humour.
Yeah, Rove's kind of American.
Yeah, I know. He's kind of terrible. Anyway, I'm not a big
hello, if Rove's listening. So.
Yeah, g'day, Rove. How are you? I think you're dreadful. You're not smarter than the 5-year-old. Anyway, Aaron, look, all the best. Now, I guess we should really keep in contact with you guys to see when this Funny Bones competition is going to come back. Do you have any idea when we might have another one?
Yeah, hopefully next year. We'll have to talk to Richard.
Yeah, we'll get Richard to give me a call. We'll do some publicity and give Bonamici's. Do they put on a good meal up there?
Yeah, they're more of a coffee shop, so you get good coffee. And
did they give you something to eat?
I didn't get anything.
You see, the talent never does.
There's Subway down the road.
Oh, yeah.
So you get Subway.
Okay. Nice to meet you. Good luck
Good.
with your career and your comedy
Thanks,
stuff.
mate.
And keep in contact. Get any new jokes. I'd like a whole bunch more, okay?
Yeah.
Good on you, mate.
See ya.
Cheers. 4WK, 17 past 1.